For me, I'm overjoyed right now. I mean, it's been such a difficult few weeks. I mean, especially the past week, just not knowing where he is, how he is, if he's eating, if he's sleeping, just in what conditions, and what he's going through. I mean, and especially when the reports start coming out from the other detainees, when they were saying about the conditions that they were under, having to drink toilet water, woken up at all hours of the night, having dogs at them, standing outside having to undress. I mean, I think that's just so humiliating. And I think for me, as a wife, it was heartbreaking. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. I was just waiting for some kind of word and just to know that he was okay.
I want you to take us a bit back to when you guys had the conversation that he'll be making his way to Gaza with this flotilla. We know that he's a staunch Palestinian, solidarity, person. What was that conversation like, knowing the previous flotillas, the dangers that were associated with it? How did you take the news with the family?
From a family perspective, obviously, as his wife, as the mother of his children, it was very difficult, but if we all stand by and watch that injustice unfold and we do nothing, then what is going to happen? We have to do something. And I think he was so moved because for so long we were calling for something to happen. We were calling on governments to act. And if governments had acted, then there was no need for unarmed civilians. They were just normal people from everyday life. They were so moved by what was happening, seeing babies being starved to death. I mean, it's just, as a mother, those things touched me. When you see a mother carrying her just a child and not being able to bury her child, it was just absolutely heartbreaking. So from a perspective of, we knew that he had to go, but at the same time, I was so fearful because we know what they are capable of. We know what Israel is capable of. And they have proved that time and time again. I mean, these were unarmed civilians. They posed no threat to anyone going. They had no guns, no arms, no weapons. They had humanitarian aid. And yet they were illegally intercepted. They were taken hostage. They were held captive. And none of us knew where they were. And that for me just speaks to the type of people that they are.
Rabia, what about the public sentiment that this was a publicity stunt, that your husband does not care about people in the Western Cape, but is caring about people in Palestine? There is that small echo chamber on social media. Can you respond to that?
I would like to respond that it doesn't have to be one or the other. We don't have to make a choice that because something is happening right here that we can choose that we can't look at the next person. When we fought for our own freedom, we called on the global community to fight for us, to stand up for us. And I think for us as human beings, it is incumbent on us to fight for injustice anywhere, that we cannot allow that oppression to continue. And so that was, I feel that if you are saying that why isn't he doing enough in the Eastern Cape, why isn't he doing enough in South Africa, then I'm asking, well, what are you doing? Then come and join us. Let's make that difference. Let's make that change. Let's stand up against gender-based violence. Let's stand up against poverty. Let's stand up for all of South Africa, because there's so much that is wrong in this world. But that change does not rest on one person. It rests on all of us.
What were the conversations like with the kids when you guys found out that they've been detained, the boats have been intercepted? I'm sure it was difficult.
I think for the past week, the kids have just not been themselves. There's been moments of, it's school holidays, and you're having to sit with them, and they're coming to you and they're saying, we miss Daddy, and where's Daddy, and is Daddy okay? And it was just absolutely heartbreaking, not having an answer. And all I could say to them was, we have to pray, there's nothing else that we can do. We have to hope and we have to pray that Daddy's coming home to us and Daddy's strong and we'll see him again. But how do you wipe away a 6-year-old's tears and comfort them, because you have no idea and you're having to bury your own pain, your own anguish, and you're having to be strong for them.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Up the revolution! Down the occupation!